Hello HeartShine Nation, it's Ciara with HeartShine, and today I'm going to talk to you super candidly about bullying and how it relates to pageantry. So it's a really popular platform, and when it first came on the scene, I'm like, bullying, it seems like such a lighthearted issue in comparison to these really devastating diseases that people are fundraising for, or things that are really personal and intimate, or things that really impact the world. I'm like, bullying, I don't really understand why anyone would pick that as a platform. And then as an adult, I experienced bullying to a level that I had never seen before in my elementary school years. So I'm going to talk to you candidly about my experience so that maybe you can feel less alone. Pageant queens, pageant ambassadors, pageant girls, pageant boys are expected to be very popular because we have this crown on our head and we speak very confidently and we put ourselves out there in the community. And we are kind of expected to generally be well liked, and we are not often thought of as a possible victim of bullying ourselves. I don't know where this comes from. This is a total falsehood, because when you put yourself out there in any way, if you are putting yourself out there in sports, if you're putting yourself out there in dance, if you're putting yourself out there professionally, you are putting yourself out there for praise and also to be criticized. The girls that I am with HeartShine are some of the most fantastic, beautiful, community-oriented, effervescent people I've ever experienced. They're my family. I love my HeartShine girls. I can't protect them from the world. I cannot protect them from evil people. I cannot protect them from internet comments about their size, about their decision to enter a pageant in the first place. I can't protect them from hate-filled comments about race, bigoted comments about body shaming. I can't protect them from hate. I wish I could eradicate it from the world. No one should hate anybody. But I can't. I can't do it. The interesting thing about my cyberbullying attack is that the cyberbullies, I actually know most of them in person, and they've been my bullies my whole life. So I won't name any names, but I'm from a small town, so I've gone to school with some of these people for most of my whole life, and they have always criticized me because I've always kind of been this person. I've always been someone who raises their hand first. I've always been the person who loves to speak in front of a group. I love group presentations. I love public speaking. And then it just transformed into pageantry later on, and it was wonderful. But I've always been me. And I've never self-edited myself. I've gone through phases and I've gone through transitions, but I've always been me. And that is something that I think, coming into my adulthood, I think it's relatively rare for people to live their lives as their authentic self. And bullies are not authentic. No person who comments and attacks someone online is living their authentic self. You've got so much to offer. You've got a kind heart, and you've got a good spirit. And these people live so far in darkness, it's hard to relate to. And their hate can get to you. It definitely got to me. So if it upsets you, I'm not saying don't be upset, but don't live in being sad. Don't let yourself stay there, because it can accumulate, and that's when we start getting the mental health red flags. So before it gets there, reach out to somebody. There is a national hotline for cyberbullying, and I think bullying in general, that I'm going to link down below. Reach out to somebody. Bullying has no age limit. If you are 62 and you work in an office and someone is calling you names behind your back, you are just as valid and important, and your feelings are just as valid and important as someone in 3rd grade who's being picked on the playground. I'm getting a little emotional. But that's okay, because this is a very important topic to me and a lot of people. You'd be surprised how many people experience bullying. If you pick anti-bullying as your pageant platform, props to you for picking such an important topic. I really regret ever thinking that platform wasn't as important as any other platform, because it's so pervasive, and it unfortunately takes it takes the lives of our young people and adults too. Bullying is never acceptable. Bullying is never okay.